Good afternoon, everyone. It is March the 8th of the year 2019. Those of you that joined us in our live online church last night, you knew the incident that took place at my home. And for the rest of you, let me explain. We were having our live stream, our live online church, and I was playing a Christian video, and I put that up for everyone to see. I turned the camera off, and I went in to talk to my wife for a moment. She had brought some supper home. And I'm sitting there talking to her, and my phone rings. And I answer the phone, and the person on the other end of the line says they are the Grand Blanc Township Police Department, and they have a report that I just murdered my wife, shot my wife to death, and I'm barricaded and holding my children hostage. I was ordered to come out of the house with my hands up and don't make any sudden moves. First thing I think is this is some type of a prank call or a hoax. I look out my front window. I don't see anything, but I told Christy, I said, well, we better comply just in case, something is going on. So we went down our stairway. I turned the porch light on, and when I stepped down on the porch, I had my hands up in the air. And flashlights or lights started to light up across the street in my neighbor's driveway. And there was an entire SWAT team coming with their guns drawn on me. I looked to my left, and there are police dogs. There are a massive amount of police presence, all with their guns drawn, telling me and my wife, don't make any sudden moves. Turn around, turn around. They handcuffed us, and they put us in the back of their car. And I was explaining, as they raided my home, as I explained to one of the police officers that nothing happened here, that maybe you have the wrong house. I'm on YouTube, and I was doing a live stream. I was streaming a live church service on the internet. And this is when I got a call that you guys were here and wanted us to come out with our hands up. Well, anyway, they raided my home, went through the yard, and finally, when it was all clear, I was informed that I was the victim of a terrible, terrible hoax, a prank called a swatting. What someone did is they got into our live stream, and they were in there, and they made a call. They hack into your live stream, they get your personal information. Well, my phone number is right over here behind me, and they make a bogus 911 call and say that there's a homicide been committed or some terrible, terrible act, so they can sit there with their friends and watch on live stream as the police are ransacking and raiding your home. Well, when I took a little break, I was playing the video, but I turned my webcam off. So while the police are going through my house, searching my home, no one in our live chat room, the screen was black. Once the video quit playing, the screen went black. So looks like we got one up on them. But it could have been a terrible, terrible situation. Let me share some of I have been interviewed today, numerous calls, interviewed with ABC 12 News. That's going to air this evening at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. It's 2:18 now. At 4:30, Channel 25 News is going to come and interview me because of the seriousness of this. This could have been, it could have turned out a lot worse. There have been other reports of these swattings. And the police, it's not their fault. They're doing their job. They had no idea what the situation they were walking into. But not too long ago, there was the same that happened to me. One of these swattings where the homeowner came out and he was shot to death. I could have been killed. And so could have my wife. But God, I can only imagine. He is just wonderful. Let me share some of these news articles with you. The incident that happened to my wife and I last night, it could have been very, very bad. We could have lost our lives. That's making its way around the news media today. And this is from the Flint Journal, MLive. Fatal shooting call at Grand Blanc Township home was a hoax, police say. Let me share this with you. Grand Blanc Township, Michigan. Christy Zacher had just returned home and was listening to a podcast Thursday night at her Grand Blanc Township home. Her husband, Dave, was live streaming his church service around 8 p.m. March 7th from their Stockbridge Commons Trail residence when their phones began to ring. My phone rang, but I didn't recognize the number, she said. They called my husband twice. He finally answered, and it was the police. Grand Blanc Township Police Chief Ron Wiles said the report was for a possible shooting in the neighborhood in which the homeowner shot and killed his wife and was going to harm the rest of the family. That couldn't be further from the truth, he said. However, when police arrived, they didn't know what exactly was happening. An officer made contact with the couple and ordered them to exit the home. We walked outside with our hands up. There were many officers with guns pointed at us, and they had German shepherds. Both ends of the street were blocked by police, said Christy. They cuffed us and put us in a police car while they searched the house and yard. I was afraid because of all the stories you hear on the news. But I knew we didn't do anything. It was explained to the couple after the house was cleared by officers that they'd been the victims of a potential swatting incident. They were just doing their jobs, but it was scary, explained Zacher. Swatting involves someone using a spoof or untraceable phone line to call police, Wells said, and reporting outrageous things such as shootings, homicides, or child abuse. The instances typically happen with video game players, Wells said, in a group with hopes of catching the incident in a broadcast for others to view. That's what they do. Whoever did this in our live stream thought they would catch the entire thing with the police and SWAT teams raiding my home, that it would be picked up on the live stream. Let me share a little more with you. It's been a busy day. This is from ABC 12 News. Grand Blanc Township couple handcuffed during alleged swatting incident. And this will be aired tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. I did a live interview with them. Grand Blanc Township, WJRT. Police responding to a report of people shot and killed in a Grand Blanc Township home briefly arrested a pastor and his wife. The incident in the Stockbridge Commons neighborhood Thursday evening turned out to be a hoax. The pastor and his wife were released with an apology from the Grand Blanc Township Police Department. Investigators believe someone phoned in a report of a deadly shooting in the residence. Officers prepared for the worst and expected to find deceased individuals with an armed gunman still inside. After handcuffing the pastor and his wife, they discovered the incident was a swatting. That's when someone online discovers an address and makes a fake emergency call, often reporting a violent crime. Watch ABC 12 News at 6 for an interview with a couple involved and more information from Grand Blanc Township Police. And I'm telling you, we're a Christian channel. We were having a live Christian service, and how evil can you be? We could have been killed. We could have went out and slipped on the ice with our hands up, or made a sudden move, and we would have been, it would have just been a terrible, terrible outcome. Pray for the person that did this, and I know they're watching this video. We need to pray for that person, and I pray. But they're working overtime on this to find and trace and track the person that did this. And here's a quick photo of ABC 12 in my dining room as they're doing the interview. But the troubling, what's really psychotic, psychopathic, disturbing is this is a Christian YouTube channel. We were holding a revival. We were holding service and giving God the glory. But someone would come into a Christian church service and try to pull off this despicable act of violence. I could have been killed, and so could have my wife. All of my brothers and sisters, all of you that have YouTube channels, please, when you're live streaming, just be aware this could happen to you, and it needs to be stopped. The Chief of Police in Grand Blanc is working diligently on every form. They're bringing in experts with advanced technology, and it's his mission to track this person down, no matter where they're at, what state they're in, and bring them to justice. But praise God, we're okay. We're okay. We're covered by the blood. God bless you guys.